The internet can be your window to the world, or an open door that lets cyber criminals in. Online theft, webcam spying, and identity fraud are all on the rise. But you can stay safe with Kaspersky Lab, the world's most awarded internet security. Kaspersky protects your money, privacy, identity, and data with technology perfected over 20 years. So keep exploring. Kaspersky Lab will keep you safe online. Learn more at Kaspersky.com.
We are on fire.
Let's fire it up. All right. Fucking. Let's do it.
Fire.
Fire in the hole, God damn it. Woo. Yeah. Oh, man. I like that. Hot start. Too hot.
Yeah, because it's fire.
That's right.
It's supposed to be
I started
hot.
watching this new anime on TV. It's called Fire Force. You're the ones who got to talk into it for the rest of the show.
Solid.
Oh, no. Ugh.
The fan, huh?
Fuck. Come on. How's it smell?
Oh, I don't smell it yet.
Fruity.
Jesus.
Oh, smell fruity. Oh, yeah.
It's tutti frutti.
Oh, man.
Dang.
How's that for listening out there? Shitty podcast with fucking fart noises and shit.
That was a real one.
Yeah,
That was a fake
man, that
one.
was when it's
I got
stinking.
your fart noises.
It's stinking. Well, hold on, I want a basket of it. Yeah. Okay, all right. I did it for real. You're just. Okay, we'll get to that later.
I'm searching.
Oh, okay, we'll do it on air. That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
spoil it for the viewers.
That's right, because we got a big surprise for you later.
Yeah.
You got some shindig going on upstairs
Yeah,
there.
apparently it's like either my upstairs neighbors. They said they're getting married, or like someone they know is getting married.
They're getting married.
There's marriage involved.
Someone's getting married because I was like, let me be the first to congratulate you.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I go, let me be the first.
I went over to them like, I run the show
And
downstairs.
they said delivery's in the back.
if you guys want to come down and hang out, you know.
They're like, what show?
You know the show.
What show?
Billy Butcher?
It is funny how his neighbors be like, why do those two guys come over every week?
With their backpack.
That is a fat Indian one. The hell is going on down there?
I know what's happening.
I think that guy is running a gay sex ring. Yeah, I like the one guy outside. We saw him before. He was smoking a cigarette, but he was wearing he was dressed up, wearing dressed,
fancy.
Fancy. Nice clothes. But you can always tell the degenerate. He's smoking a cigarette, got the tattoo, the neck tattoo.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is a beautiful occasion.
Yeah, he smokes with the two fingers, like the like the badass way.
He probably talks to the kids about
about jail.
Nah, but sometimes
Just jail.
Yeah, he's always just talking about
Just
jail.
talking about jail
So
constantly.
I got out, there's summer and every day is a fucking place.
Murder rap.
Yeah, I watched Goodfellas again the other day
Ooh.
for the first time in a while.
Oh,
all right.
I watched it actually the other day too. I love that
Did
movie.
you?
Fucking love that movie.
It's on the Cinemax.
Well, since The Irishman's come out, I watched Goodfellas
Out
and
already?
Casino.
I think it was just
I'm sorry, the trailer.
the
Since the
trailer.
trailer came out, I've been watching a lot of Scorsese movies, and I'm so excited. to watch
Netflix
The
has
Irishman.
all his movies on. They even have what's the one with Harvey Keitel?
Mean Streets.
No. Look who's talking now.
No, it's
guess who's knocking.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
No, guess who's knocking or something like that.
it's His
first- it was
I've
like
never
his-
seen that.
his first movie. It's pretty good. I watched like 20 minutes of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta give that a watch.
Pretty good. I liked it.
Keitel's in it. He's like, a young Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, and he's like really young in it though.
Yeah.
You can see it in his face.
I
He's
just
got to be
hope-
like 22, 23 years old.
I just hope they don't DH him in The Irishman because he might fuck it up.
'Cause he's really old.
He's
yeah.
He's never looked.
Well, Pesci doesn't look the same from when he was last on.
He retired for a while.
Yeah, but even like remember you seen A Good Shepherd?
No.
And it's like 2006. He kind of looks like Joe Pesci in that movie. And in The Love Ranch, they
put a little fake wig on.
yeah, he looks ridiculous. Remember, and even in the commercial, that's the Love Shack. Even in the commercial, the Snickers commercial, he looks young, younger. Like, he looks the same.
Joe Pesci in The Love Ranch is really good. That movie sucked. Terrible movie.
Yeah, Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren's in it, and there's like a boxer. The movie's about like a boxer who goes to the cat house. And,
He's based on Dennis Hoff.
No, I don't think he's based on Dennis Hoff. He's based on some pimp. I don't remember.
Dennis Hoff tried to run for office in Vegas, and, and he died like a week later.
Oh yeah. The Love Ranch. It's Pesci's last movie. Came out in 2010.
Oh yeah,
and people were like, "He should have won an Oscar." It's like, no, he's not. Oh, well, actually, it was made during the mid 2000s.
Do you think
took a while for it to come out?
any of the Irishman cast are going to get nominated?
If the movie's highly regarded, because they every week they've come out with like Oscar predictions, and they're just like De Niro's going to be nominated. So if the movie's highly regarded,
depends on
maybe
how much Trump supporters influence like this time was not
it's Hollywood.
No, but remember
There's no
like,
Trump supporters.
after De Niro came out with his whole I think what was it, the Oscars when he said fuck Trump. There was like a whole like mass thing you saw.
Those are the Tonys. Those are Tony Awards.
Tonys. Well, either way, it's like he said that. It's like see, like it was like guys like uploading videos who were like it's like longtime De Niro fans. It was like ripping up like Taxi Driver posters and
Yeah, but the Oscars are ran by
fuck this.
No, they were all like pissed. Like anything to do with Robert De Niro.
Do you think of the People's Choice Awards? Do you think of People's Choice? The Oscars is ran by the Academy Arts of Motion Scientists.
Yeah, it's like people who support Trump are going to be against it.
Nobody, I doubt anybody in the Academy.
My De Niro DVDs. Hey, Ma, get out of the way. I'm throwing Meet the Flockers against the wall.
No, I like that movie.
But it's got De Niro in it, and he hates Trump.
And you know what? Fuck Pacino, too.
Hooah.
That's what you got next door there. A bunch of degenerates. Probably just
Hooah.
sitting there with their arms folded going, yeah, I give the marriage.
They dedicate every line of cocaine to someone in the Trump administration. This is for Mike Pence.
Is anything worse than a family party?
Melania.
Family party where there's cocaine definitely being used.
Nothing better. That's a family party keeping its edge.
Bunch of degenerates.
Yeah. That's
But it's not
that
fun cocaine. It's like
Sick freak.
It's like
I need some edge.
you like it out in the open if you're going to do it.
Yeah, it's like 6 o'clock at night. It's like it's a family party.
Yeah,
like a nice little.
You got a 2-hour drive back to Jersey, so you're going to do some blow in the bathroom.
Yeah. So who got blow?
Yeah.
No, it's a great movie.
Blow in our
Trees Lounge.
trees.
Trees Lounge, great movie.
Yeah.
They do blow at the funeral, and then fucking the guy's father died, and they're upstairs in the attic at the house after the funeral, and the Buscemi's character's doing coke with the guy's father, who's Kevin Corrigan, and he's like, fucking, he didn't like me, he didn't love me, and they're like, yeah, he did love you. Your father did love you. And he's like, you didn't love me. And he just starts doing coke.
He does all the cocaine.
And Buscemi's like, that was my line. And Corey goes, I'm sorry, man. But Buscemi goes, it's okay. You deserve it.
Kevin Corrigan's in a lot of good stuff. Remember, you ever see Buffalo 66?
Yeah. He plays the goon.
Yeah. He's great in that movie. He's like all fat.
Underrated actor, Kevin Corrigan. Yeah. He never broke out, never starred in anything, no TV show. I thought he would start a TV show eventually.
He was on on TV.
Was he in Red Donovan? No.
He played like a sidekick.
Black Donnelly's.
Yeah, he's on Black Donnelly's, but I think he was on something recently. He plays like the brother to somebody. I just can't remember.
He was on Grounded for Life.
That's the thing. That's the show I'm thinking of.
Yeah, he was on Grounded for Life.
Okay, that's not a good TV show.
That show took place on Staten Island.
Yeah. That I think they just used the setting.
They didn't do not once, like cultural references.
It didn't look anything like Staten Island.
The best television character on Staten Island was played by Joseph D'Onofrio. He played Staten Island Mike on a show called Are We There Yet?
Right, yeah.
And they kept bringing him back.
I know Ray Donovan took place the last 2 seasons on Staten Island.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
The newest season takes place.
Dominic Lombardozzi plays like an ex-cop. I guess he's based on Daniel Pantaleo.
No.
Did he play a cop that murdered like a black guy?
No, he just plays a police officer. That's it. But I think something happened. I don't know. I didn't watch the season.
I don't watch the show anymore.
That show sucked.
That show really fucking jumped the shark like season 3. It's like they should have just killed off John Voight.
Had so much potential. Because know what that show fucked up? Is that they took something that should have been darker than what it was, right? Because he was like a Hollywood fixer. Right? But then they just made him into Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, we already have The Sopranos. Like, this show should be about this guy who does really seedy shit. He should be like, they made him like the character's okay because it
was so dumb.
But then it
was like, Ray's on it. Ray, you got to get to this big Hollywood star's house because he had just killed his one night stand.
Right.
He's like, all right, I'm on my way. And he's like driving, and then he gets a call from, is that Connor? And Connor's in trouble in school. He's like, all right. Got to make a quick stop. He goes to the school. He talks to the high school principal. Right?
He never has a day off.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then like the Hollywood star calls him. He's like, Ray, where are you? And he's like, I'm just taking I'm taking care of some family business.
Don't the writers of these shows know
predictability? No.
Don't they realize that as a viewer we don't like.
We can write your show for you.
Sort of like, because I was watching like Rescue Me and Sons of Anarchy, same type of show.
Yeah.
Rescue Me was the worst.
There's 3 of them.
Rescue Me was good.
That was the worst show.
Sons of Anarchy and The Shield with Michael Chiklis. They're all the same. They might as well all be the same show.
Rescue Me had a lot of potential early on because it was about fire. It was about the guys in the fire department after 9/11. Had another show, ton of potential, but they made Dennis Leary's character into a ridiculous human being.
And they wrote the firefighters like they were cast. They're like the cast of Entourage,
right?
Yeah, they wrote them like characters of Entourage.
Like there's an episode where he shoots someone. Oh, someone gets a priest gets shot in front of him. Right. No firemen in the last 15. That doesn't happen.
It's a very
firemen. This is what firemen do. They go to Met games, heckle the players, get drunk after the game, fight with
Mir Santos
with some fan. Oh. You know, they get into a big fist fight outside of a bar, and that's what firemen do. Then they cheat on their wives, right? And then they go back to the firehouse.
They covered that on Rescue Me, though.
Oh, of course. Yeah, they did the 9/11 widows.
Yeah. They did that,
yeah. That was okay. They did certain things, again, had a lot of potential, but they just made Dennis Leary's character into this ridiculous character.
How long was that show on for? 7 years? 04 to... I remember it came out in 2004. And I think it lasted like 2011, 2012.
You take the great shows like Sopranos, Breaking Bad, The Wire, Mad Men. Like, you take those shows, and they have very simple episodes in between, the plot. You know what I mean? Like Breaking Bad was just great because here's a guy who actually is living life like an action hero because he's like a drug dealer. But they rarely they had arcs throughout the show where it was like, okay, that's a little unrealistic. But the thing is, though, he is a drug dealer who's living a double life. So yeah, I get that. I get why someone would be cut up in front of him or murdered in front of him. But a fucking fireman? No, he's a New York City fireman. That's not the plot. The whole plot should have been like him trying to buy a bar with his retirement money.
Yeah.
That should have been the plot of that show. They have a guy who commits suicide. It's like, okay.
Oh, that's common.
That's common. Yeah. That is common.
That was the chief.
Yeah,
that committed suicide because was forced into retirement. Right? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
that and he had a gay son.
And he has a gay son. So that was
realistic.
Fine, that's not bad. That's not bad. You're right.
That was ridiculously realistic.
That's ridiculous. But they just had so many just dumb plot lines.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I
didn't watch The Shield. I watched the pilot of The Shield. And it's actually not a terrible show, but it was so.
They had one of the worst scenes when they had the female cop showing the rookie. And he was like, "This is how things are done."
Yeah.
Okay, rookie.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
Rook.
This is what you don't want to do.
Training Day already covered that.
Right. Training Day is a great movie.
It's all right.
Training Day's.
I don't love it. Zombie, can I have a Coors Light while you're up?
Can I trouble you for another Dr. Pepper? Would that be cool? I'm not gonna drink them all. I'm not James Pontillo. Fucking. But you can have my Red Bull. You have a nice tasty Red Bull in the morning. You ever drink Red Bull in the morning?
Oh, thank you.
You never drink you?
Nah.
What's your morning drink? Tell me your morning drink.
0. Nothing.
You don't drink anything in the morning?
Nah. If I get a good night's sleep, I'll treat myself in the middle of the night and I'll pick up a Gatorade.
Know what I like to drink? I like to have for breakfast in the morning. I like to get a little fruit cup during the week. Little fruit cup.
What's his name?
Little watermelon, right? A little watermelon in the fruit cup, and I get like a little vitamin water, tropical citrus. I get that one, ice cold. It's very refreshing.
Oh.
And then on Fridays, I treat myself. I get myself a ham, egg, and cheese.
Nice
with ketchup.
Wow,
splurging.
What a great life you have.
People like the country breakfast. You know what I mean? Like, do you like?
What's your favorite version of a
What's
breakfast?
your favorite breakfast?
I got this like breakfast sandwich maker. You put like
Let me create the scenario. Hold on. You're on.
English muffin, egg.
You're on vacation, right?
Right.
Remember when you went to Florida?
Yeah.
Like
Go
last
with
month, 2
Virginia.
months.
I think go
okay.
with Virginia.
All right, fine. He goes to Virginia, right? You have nothing to do.
Virginia?
You're there night one, right? You got there. You arrived at 4 p.m. You know, you unpack. Now you're meeting up with your boys. You're like, oh, we're in a couple beers. We're in a couple beers on the porch, and then your boys are like, we're gonna go out for the night too. All right. So now you're out. Now it's around, let's say, 12 o'clock, and you're thinking about tomorrow morning. Right? You got a whole week ahead of you. Right? You wake up around 11. You go, time for some breakfast. What's your ideal breakfast? Go.
I don't know.
What would you go with? I'm hungry. I want.
You
something
want
to
the big country breakfast, probably.
Yeah, whatever.
eat. You're gonna do pancakes. You're pancakes. You like
I like
pancakes?
pancakes.
How about waffles? You
I
like waffles?
too.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Waffles.
smoked ham.
Sausage.
Well, I like the sausage.
We make our sausages in house,
Yeah.
not Jimmy Dean's. We don't do that. See, I don't like that. I don't like a country breakfast. I mean, I will welcome it. That sounds delicious, but personally, what I need for breakfast, a little bit of a nice roll, ham, egg, cheese, ketchup. Fucking start my day.
I like
after
that. Sometimes I'll get bacon, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel.
That's fair too.
Yeah.
That is fair too. Especially
That's the best version of a breakfast.
it gets you going.
Your breakfast sandwich.
You
with
look
the
forward to the morning.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Country breakfast is like on vacation. I get it, right? If you're on vacation, you're like, let's have some breakfast. I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna load up. Give me some French toast and some waffles and some pancakes, a little Jimmy Dean's, a little smoked ham, and a little orange juice with a little bit of rum.
Yeah.
A little bit of rum.
Yeah. Put a little.
A little
Captain Morgan in there?
Yeah, a little bit in there, and fucking
Little
you know,
wink.
yeah, a little wink, maybe you know.
Looking at that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But New York breakfast, because we're on the move.
Yep.
There's a couple of options: bagel with cream cheese, right? Ham, egg, and cheese, or bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, or you get
or a buttered roll if you're poor.
or a buttered roll. But you know what? Toasted buttered roll is not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Toasted buttered roll. Sometimes I like to get a little if I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, I get a little donut with some coffee.
How about a blueberry muffin or a cranberry muffin?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
With some butter.
Little bit of muffin.
Yeah.
With a little, but I have to have a hot coffee with it.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I don't like. I don't drink coffee, but I know what you're saying.
I'm telling you, sometimes a nice hot coffee with a muffin.
Know what's good?
Well, with a muffin and a cigarette. Start your day.
And a newspaper.
Maybe even a newspaper to catch up on the fucking currents.
Yeah.
You're set for the rest of the day. You're ready to talk. You're ready to go. You're ready to move.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
I was gonna say, no, what's really good? Ice cold orange juice in a styrofoam cup, the big styrofoam cup, and you can.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
Sometimes, I was. Here's something I like: cold cereal. Maybe on a Sunday, I'll wake up and have a little cereal.
Cereals for vaginas.
Cereals, but you know what? The kids love cereal.
Pussy.
Children love cereal.
Like a good cereal.
They love sweet cereal,
Yeah.
like Twix and shit. Not Twix, Trix.
Tricks. Yeah.
And
Just seeing the
Twix.
store that they got Pop Tart cereal.
You like Pop Tarts, probably.
I do enjoy
You like all
Pop-Tarts,
that.
yes.
You like all that garbage, probably.
Oh yeah.
You like a good Pop Tart.
Do you toast the Pop Tart?
Yes, I do.
Faggot.
You're supposed to. It's a toaster pastry.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree. You're supposed to. I think you're supposed to toast
Yeah, you're a
it. Like a
faggot,
nice
too.
hot
You're-
Pop Tart.
Yeah.
Old school. Burp. Old school. So what did you see? The Lion King?
Yeah, I saw The Lion King yesterday.
Get out of here.
They made Timon and Pumbaa gay.
Did they?
Yeah, they came across gay in the movie.
Did you see this?
No.
Yeah.
No. So why are they gay?
There's a scene where they sleep together. Timon sleeping on Pumbaa's belly. And Timon is played by a gay actor.
Who's the actor?
I don't know his name.
Well, Pumbaa is played by Seth Rogen.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the only movie Seth Rogen doesn't smoke weed in as Pumbaa. I thought they would make a reference to
Yeah.
it eventually, but no.
Well, it's a kids movie, but they don't give a shit.
It's
about
like,
that.
that doesn't even matter anymore.
What's
There was
the-
no kids movies
So
anymore.
what's the Seth Rogen movie called? Good Boys.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
my
big
God.
deal because
Is it really?
I'm hearing like it hasn't come out yet, but
It came out last night, didn't it?
it hasn't come
Next
out yet,
weekend?
right? But it's about these 3 adolescent kids, like, you know.
Boys.
But here's the thing. Now, I'm not defending the movie, but Stand By Me, right, had... Those kids were all 12, 13 years old. They dealt with plots like, you know, sex and...
Yeah.
And
3 of the 4 actors wanted to kill themselves by the age of 16, but
that is true.
one got killed and was from a
Got.
I'm sorry, one died of a heroin overdose before the age of 20. The other one was one of Hollywood's most notorious drug addicts. Pretty sure Will Wheaton. Was that his name? Will Wheaton. I'm pretty sure he wound up being fine. And
he left Hollywood.
Jerry O'Connell, his life improved because he lost a lot of weight.
He was a fat kid and was jacked.
Yeah, so all right, maybe 2 of the 4 are okay. This movie has 3 kids in it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know. I mean, I guess, but I'm just saying it's like something that it's like it has been done.
Pretty fucked up industry though, where you have like because the movie's a rated R comedy film about 13-year-old boys
trying to have sex.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, your industry doesn't have a good track record when it comes to being responsible
right, that
around
is true.
kids. It's like, why are you making this movie?
Sir.
Especially you, Seth Rogen.
I love kids. You know?
Do you know?
I love to smoke weed with kids.
Yeah, he's probably like teaching them how to smoke weed.
Probably fucking Seth.
He's like, what's wrong with weed? I don't know. You shouldn't give it to 13-year-olds. How about that?
Yeah,
fucking pervert.
But Superbad was Jonah Hill was how? Well,
25.
25.
He was like
Michael Cera. How old?
Sarah
was
21.
And how old was McLovin?
He was underage. He was 20.
Okay, he was 20. But
and
still,
they embarrassed the shit. You ever hear that story where he was on set? There's that scene where he's having sex with that girl.
This is McLovin.
That's McLovin.
Yeah.
And he's having sex with that girl, and they had to bring his mother on set to watch the scene because he was underage.
Right.
And it's just like it was like embarrassing for the guy, you know.
But how did they embarrass him?
His mom's watching him have sex, and
But
they're
that's
directing
something
him.
actors.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean that's a different sort of thing because they did that with the movie 13, if you remember.
Yeah, that
And the girls were actually underage.
They dismissed the entire crew in that movie 13. They only kept the cameraman and the director.
Right. They
Yeah.
dismissed
I think
the crew.
they did the same thing with McLovin, but only his parents had to be on set. Obviously, his mom.
Well, they always closed the set during sex scenes. I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard they always usually close the set. But they, that kid in the movie 13, that Kip Pardue, he got in trouble, right?
Yeah, he's like blacklisted from Hollywood. He sexually assaulted a girl in a movie.
Ooh. He looks like Clayton Kershaw. That
I
guy.
know he does that.
So,
What were we saying before? Lion King.
The Lion King. Badana, come on, so sing it.
Easter.
Hyundai.
Who's gay?
I said Hyundai. Who's gay? Apparently Puma and
Timon and Pumbaa.
Timon
and Pumbaa?
Timon.
Fucking the Lion King. I'm like, this is a remake. It's like the same exact movie from the.
I didn't like the first one.
Actually, all the fucking CGI animals, they look terrible in the movie.
Yeah,
they don't look good.
So, same thing with the Irishman. I can't wait for that fucking movie, man.
Pumped up. I love movies.
I'm
like
fucking
that.
pumped. Speaking of movies,
Yeah.
Zombie, you got any good movie ideas coming up?
I might have a few.
You got anything good? Good?
Good.
But you consider yourself a good writer. If you had to compare yourself to someone, who would you compare yourself
As a filmmaker.
Nobody.
As a writer. Nobody. You're that good, aren't you?
Not bad.
You're like a J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
You want to give us some ideas? See if we can get the next big film going.
The next big thing.
As you know, that we did Necromantic earlier this year, and that was a major success. People loved it. Go back and listen to the episode, Necromantic. I don't know what number it is, but go back and listen.
It's in there somewhere.
A live reading.
A live reading of
Live reading of
Necromantic.
Necromantic.
Let's hear it.
We're looking to try and do that again.
Let's do it again.
man.
I'm excited. Give us some ideas.
can't
Don't
wait.
don't nitpick.
Let me ask you a question. Have any Hollywood? I'm sorry. Do you have any holiday classics in there?
Holiday classic.
A holiday classic?
Ooh.
No.
Any good ones?
So.
I don't think he's more. He's not a Hallmark kind of guy.
No?
This is a sci-fi.
You don't have like It Was a Wonderful Life starring a zombie?
Right. Come on, let's hear. Let's hear it.
I don't have one I never came up with a title for, but
Okay, just give us
a
the
female
Untitled.
medical examiner's life is thrown slightly out of whack when she falls for a cadaver that somehow has come back to life.
It's a cadaver.
All right.
It's a dead body.
Oh. That's what abracadabra means?
I said
Rise
cadaver, not cadaver.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, we're not doing that one. Go on.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And hate crime. A man's African American girlfriend is killed by white supremacists, so he sets out for revenge.
What is that, like an American History X type of deal?
No,
Would you watch American
yes,
History X?
More like a little Django Unchained.
Little okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, keeping it.
Hate crime? Why would you call it hate crime? That makes no
Yeah.
sense.
There's black woman killed by white.
The Nightmare Come True.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that one?
A young man plagued by horrible nightmares soon starts to notice that his bad dreams are coming to life.
A young man plagued by what? Homeless people?
Nightmares.
Oh.
Horrible nightmares.
No,
Nah, that's
not gonna work.
nightmare come true. Get out of here.
Damaged Goods.
A young woman is brutally raped by her husband, but her husband accuses. Oh, sorry. A young woman is brutally raped, but her husband accuses her of sleeping around and divorces her. After years of therapy, she decides to track down her abuser and bring him to justice. However, she ends up discovering that it was all an elaborate scheme by her husband to rob her of all her assets through the term of their prenup agreement.
I notice it always involves a man and a woman, right? But it's always like there's always like a second layer to your. Go on, let's say.
There's always like a little bit of a twist.
There's always a small twist.
Yeah.
What's the twist? I don't know, since we were just talking about good boys.
The
how about
Flesh Eater. Go with the Flesh
The
Eater.
flesh eater.
What's that?
About a guy who likes to eat pussy.
A man is
Man eats
overcome
pussy.
by an incredible hunger for human flesh.
Yeah, but that's not
What a
much,
synopsis.
That's not much. Of
That's like one of those movies you see, like you put the guide on.
Yeah.
I didn't put much thought into these ideas back in the day, so
Sounds like you
cut me
did.
some slack.
It sounds like you did.
So-
you have over. You have
A
a
man
lot
is
of ideas.
overcome
It just
by
popped
his.
into my head and I wrote them down.
Let's see what else.
Good writing. It's good writing.
The crossover. That's a working title, by the way.
It's about a guy who excels at basketball. The Allen Iverson
Fan-
story.
Fan
Crossover.
discussions as to what Marvel character would be best, what DC character, or what
Holy
character
shit.
would beat. What Marvel character would beat a DC character in a fight, but done in the form of a comic?
Did you write a crossover of Marvel and DC?
I think that was the
Yes.
idea here. He wants to see both. He wants to see both of his favorites.
Did you watch like Avengers in like April of 2012 and then watch Dark Knight Rises June of that year and you said, no, it'd be great?
Let's revisit the idea of gay zombie.
Zombie that goes around turning people into zombies by having gay sex with them.
It's really gay.
It just sounds like a gay porno.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that before.
Give us one more. Give us one more that we can.
Kids versus zombies.
Kids
The
versus
zombie
zombies.
plague has turned all the adults and most of the teenagers in the world into zombies, leaving all the little kids to fend for themselves.
I think it's like a kid fantasy for John Zombie.
Right, right.
So, yeah.
I've been fired now.
Okay. Who is John Thompson? Okay. Let's hear this one.
Various stories written by various people about who or what John Thompson is.
Wow, you must have been depressed that day. Who is John Thompson? Various stories.
I thought it was a documentary.
You know what?
Yeah, actually.
We should make a mockumentary about
About
it.
zombie?
Yeah, we should make a mockumentary.
Here's a man who has
Yeah.
no life.
No, just like everybody. Just make them really fascinating. Just take a photo shot of it. Shoot this entire apartment.
He's so uninteresting, he's actually the one filming this right now.
We follow around John Zombie Thompson, the man that claims to be a zombie.
Yeah.
Here's John going
When
into
did-
his car.
When did the zombie impression? When did the zombie obsession start? When did it start? Around the time I was like 7, 8 years old.
I couldn't start my car. Oh.
Zombie had an obsession with his with zombies.
When did
After seeing Nightmare on Elm Street.
do you like to be a custodian? You clean this whole area. It's impressive. Again, you're doing your own impression. So what do you want to do? Let's say
don't know.
near death. What's this one?
That's me
Man
right now.
fakes his own death and is then followed around by someone claiming to be Death.
Okay.
And Death tells the man that since he faked his death, the only way the man can truly
This is a long
die
synopsis.
is the way in which he faked his death. Again, I didn't put much thought into these.
No, you just power through these. Now,
Just writing the first thing that comes to mind.
is that what you're really doing here? Is that what you did?
That's what I was doing, yes.
Have you considered? Let me say, emo kid. Let me read them because you're reading them. You're going through the motions. Emo kid, a young boy with
Pardon my bad
strong
handwriting.
emotions and superpowers fight crime when he feels like it.
The lazy superhero.
The lazy superhero. There's a bank being robbed. Can we get the emo kid? Send the signal. The emo kid just sees the signal. He's just like, well, after this Alice in Chains album, please.
Back to bed.
I guess you guys got to fight crime tonight.
I only fight
I
crime.
don't support fascism.
I only fight crime on the weekdays. I'm with my dad.
After my 7-Eleven shift.
Yeah.
I have to be Kinko.
When he feels like it.
When he feels like it.
He has like a crush on Mary Jane.
Right.
It's a crossover between Spider-Man and
It's the kid in the back.
Yeah.
He's just jealous that Spider-Man gets all the attention.
Like, how did he do that?
It's like, fuck.
I got webs. I want to hang myself in one of them.
Yeah. The Overlook.
What the hell is that?
A series of short stories. Okay, Tarantino. A series of short stories involving the Overlook Hotel from The Shining. Okay, that's...
I thought it was like about a guy who just constantly gets overlooked.
Yeah, that's Zombie. It's me. SI New York. So Staten Island, New York.
No.
Working title, by the way. A horror, suspense, drama, in parentheses. Ooh. With a question mark.
Thought maybe there may be drama somewhere. So I don't know.
In the distant future, possibly, the world is overrun by a zombie apocalypse. You just want this to happen, so it's never going to happen.
Why do you think I call myself fucking zombie?
You think you will lead the zombies, don't you?
I might.
Except for Staten Island, New York, now life on Staten Island is drastically changed forever. And who would you want to star in that movie?
I don't know. Zombies.
Zombies, okay. Wow. Crazy Eights, working title. The world has
A lot
fallen...
of these are working titles.
They're all working titles. Well, they're all working ideas. The world has fallen into chaos, and the only hope humanity has rested to 8 people that have somehow gained superpowers. The only problem is they're all mental patients. I think we found our fucking movie. Crazy Eights.
Yeah.
I think we might have found it. Hang on. I like this idea.
It's basically what if the
You got to hear this idea.
what if the dream team gains superpowers?
Crazy Eights is the name of the a lot like the Hateful Eight. The world has fallen into chaos. It always has in Zombie's head. Yeah. It's always chaotic.
The bad cats.
And the only hope humanity has rest in 8 people that have somehow gained superpowers. The only problem is they're all mental patients.
Oh man, what do you mean, like Suicide Squad?
Right.
Is that Suicide Squad?
There's also another one like that. It's with Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yeah.
He's like...
the Expendables.
The Expendables.
I think it's
it was
called The Expendables.
It was called that before the actual Expendables.
We're all Expendables.
Yeah, because I picked you 7 because you all got nothing to lose.
Right, yeah.
Chris Rock's in it. It's actually not that bad.
There's also a movie called The Dream Team that basically...
The Dream Team or like the Mean Team?
No, it's with Michael Keaton, Peter Boyle, Christopher Lloyd. They play these mental patients who get taken out as a fun activity day, and they just break away from their hand.
Well, that all sounds wacko.
That's go on adventures throughout the city.
That sounds like the Hateful Eight over there.
Yeah.
That we wrote.
Bond of Fire. Okay. A teenage boy is tired or fired? Okay, tired. Of being neglected by his fire marshal father and decides to become an arsonist. An arsonist.
An anarchist.
I know. An arsonist in order to become closer.
Terrible.
You know what? that is pretty funny because I feel like your dad's a fireman, right?
He's a retired fireman.
So would you have this sort of idea?
Yeah.
You're like, me and my dad were not that close, so I'm gonna start fires to get him to.
I'm afraid to even touch on that one.
That's too
If
dark.
I start fires, and he'll notice me.
He has
You should really see someone, Francis.
he has he lives across the street from woods. There's a brush fire later on tonight.
His father's like, who started all these goddamn fires?
I don't know, Dad. Why don't we play baseball?
My son, the arsonist. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
Comes to the dinner table, it's another fucking fire.
Tough week.
Now, what did I tell you all through your life? Remember, not to play with fire. We don't hide. We go outside.
What do you think I had you spend that weekend with Smokey the Bear for, huh?
We just kind
of. Your brother never started fire. You know that? Plays football. Plays quarterback for the football team.
Let's see. Detective Jack Valentine. I'm sorry.
What happened?
Detective Jack Valentine. This sounds like an Al Pacino movie.
Yeah.
It's a comedy. The dog of a comic book store owner has big dreams of being a great and famous detective.
Oh, God. I think I know who this is about.
The dog of a comic book store. The dog has big dreams. The dog just keeps rolling over every day. Thinks he's Columbo.
Yeah, he has a magnifying glass. And
then
I was like,
well, it's rough out there.
Yeah.
It's one of your.
He's sniffing out crime 1 foot at a time.
That's zombie being the children. That's for the children. If all these movies got made, this would be like.
What's it called? Detective Jack Valentine.
Yeah.
Is the dog's name Jack? Valentine?
Bite Me. Another comedy.
Not about a dog?
Right. No, this one's about a man tired of living a boring and mundane life decides he wants to be bitten by a zombie and become one of the undead.
What?
Who's that based on there?
Me.
This guy loves zombies.
This guy loves zombies.
I fucking call myself zombie. What the fuck did you expect?
He loves it.
Flesh Eater.
You already read that one.
A man who's over. We already did this one?
We already did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we already did that one. We did the rest of these.
No, I don't think we have.
You think about the post office?
Postal Service.
Oh.
John Smith is the working title. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. A postal service employee. You could just say mailman zombie.
Well, he might.
I was
be
being creative.
You don't want to subject him to maybe him maybe just being a letter carrier.
Just a clerk
or
in the post
truck
office.
driver. He might be a guy. He might be a postal police officer. Who knows?
A mailman sets out to track down and arrest those who commit postal crimes.
That's the most genius but retarded thing I've ever heard. That's so funny. That might be great. That would be so fucking good. Just an over the top postal employee who spends his time as a detective trying to track down people who make mail fraud.
The letter didn't have proper postage. Now kiss the curb.
Yeah.
Is that what you want it to be?
That would be the tagline.
Kiss the curb.
You know what time it is? Time for you to do what? Oh no, kiss the curb. Damn, that sounds hilarious. Starring Kevin James.
Postal Service.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
As though he was a real cop.
I actually really like that.
You like that one?
I would love that. I would star in it.
Genius. A postal.
Give me a line. I'll do the line.
Give you a line. Let's see.
Give me a line.
Let's see.
Write something.
Ma'am. Right? Because it's ma'am.
Hey, ma'am.
Those stamps aren't for free.
Ma'am, those stamps, they aren't for free. How's that?
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Postal Service. It's a comedy, though, which is even funnier.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be.
An obsessed mailman sets out to track down and arrest people who commit. This guy's obsessed with
Sounds like a
postal.
bad De Niro movie from the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like. All right. So we have Postal Service. Right. Anti-hero.
I like that. I like the Postal Service one.
This is a comedy. A lunatic who goes around undoing feats of heroism.
That's fucking funny.
So you're just trying to sabotage people's days.
What is the what if it's
It's like, oh, you just got saved from being thrown off a building. Now let me throw you off the building.
So like if a cat is stuck in a tree and like a fireman goes up and saves the cat, the anti-hero takes the cat and throws the cat on the floor.
Puts it back in the tree.
Oh, I don't even just like walk it back up to the tray.
No.
Or like if like a doctor saves a kid from cancer, he kills the kid.
Right.
A day later.
It's like, this guy hates.
No, you're
he
dead
hates
anyway.
heroes.
Nobody cheats the guy on my watch.
The guy just really believes in fate. You know, he's like, you were supposed to die.
So I'm going to kill you now.
Deep religious. It's a
The
deep
twist at the
religious
end.
movie.
The twist at the end is that he did 9/11.
There's a deep religious undertone. This movie.
Yeah. The anti-hero.
Anti-hero. Let me see this book.
That's a great idea.
Let me see this book. This is idea book number 2. This is by the way, it says private on the fucking
Well, that has
Don't
changed.
look.
private. Okay,
Nobody
ready?
look.
TV zombie? What the fuck are you talking? TV zombie.
The zombie idea. Why don't you just write a
I've got a
show?
lot of zombies.
Write a show about
Television
zombies.
signals
I should.
are used to turn people into zombies. You just thought of so many things that could turn people into zombies. They don't exist.
It could happen.
Were zombie. A new kind of undead creature is created by combining a werewolf and a zombie.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not awful.
That's not terrible.
Bond of Fire. Okay.
Yeah, I wrote the
You
same
wrote that one
title.
twice. That was so good. He wrote it twice.
Bond of Fire. But one of them's a James Bond sequel.
Bond of Fire. No, that's the same one with the spirit of a fire marshal's dead son returns to seek revenge
is
for
the-
neglecting him. That's the sequel of the first one.
Oh, okay.
The Ferryman. Okay. The Ferryman to the. Me and Zombie have the same handwriting, by the way.
Wouldn't let you reading it so nicely.
That's right. The ferryman to the underworld raises the dead and forces them to steal the souls of people who were supposed to have died. That's not good.
No, it isn't.
That was boring.
Yeah, I know.
That's just terrible.
I tuned out
Yeah,
on that one.
That one wasn't good at all. That's a boring one. We'll come up with
Not your best stuff.
So far, what do you like, Rob?
Oh, the Postal one?
The Postal one?
Yeah, I like that
I'm
one.
going postal.
Let's see.
I like that one. I kind of like one of those Bond ones, Bond of Fire.
With the father.
Yeah, I kind of like that one.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but I also want to make it like a Bond movie.
Yeah.
Just like just like introducing James Bond. Yeah, like he's the investigator. You know, like he's like investigating. That's how he started out. James Bond starts out as a guy investigating an arsonist. He's all like, "Who is this?"
Let's hear this one.
Oh, yeah.
Friends. Suspense.
This is Friends. Characters Joey, Ross, and Chandler.
A young man's friends slowly start to disappear, but he soon realizes
Like drowning themselves in a fountain.
Right, but he soon realizes they were the result of a mental illness, or were they?
What's the mental? What's
that?
The mental illness is buying a.
Were they really there, or did you just imagine that?
Buying an apartment in Manhattan and spending all your time in a coffee shop.
This is zombie. These are all his horror.
Oh man, this is like the scary. Are any of these movies intended to be
More
scary?
like horrible, am I right?
Yeah, they're not all horrible.
No, the deleted scene. Let's hear this one. An actor hell-bent. An actor hell-bent on becoming a big movie star
Everybody was hell bent back in those days.
turns serial killer when he finds out that all the scenes he did in an independent film were cut. That's not bad.
That's not bad. If it was a big budget movie too, I'll punch it up a little bit there.
Like a Skinamax?
Big budget movie. No, I'm saying like if all the scenes from a
budget
big
movie.
budget film were cut out.
Actor hell.
That is not a terrible movie.
That's not
movie
awful.
idea.
That's not bad.
If it as a black comedy, it'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe not as a horror movie. I don't see because none of these ideas are scary.
No.
As horror movies.
That's a horror
They
suspense.
could. Well, these are just the setups.
do scary.
Who was he killing in the movie?
The director.
People.
I guess like the director,
Probably
the other
producer.
actors.
Yeah, you can make like a little political allegory. Be
Right.
like, oh, one of the producers is Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
Yeah. He's like, come here, Bip.
Let's see this one. Headhunting.
Oh, what's that?
What's this one?
It's about a prostitute.
Hunting for head.
I'm going to let you know. I'm hunting for head. That'd be funny. This headhunting.
It's about a John.
Will somebody please blow me around here?
Hey,
A man seeking a way to save his dying wife begins decapitating people and using different methods to keep their heads alive to see if the same thing can be done for his wife.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
It's not my favorite.
That's
Yeah.
too complicated. Too much math.
Yeah. I respect the effort. Oh, thank you.
With my little eye. That's a funny fucking title. With my what is
Little brown eye.
what is this? What is this?
What is this?
I don't remember.
It's a suspense and horror.
It's about pink eye.
I'm gonna pee now.
A man keeps constant watch on women. This sounds like an autobiography, by the way. A man keeps constant watch on women, stalking and tormenting them until the point they suffer a mental breakdown or commit suicide.
I had nothing for that one.
Nothing? With my little eye?
That would have been my first choice.
That would be your first choice?
No, the title was that's a good title.
The
but
title's great.
the synopsis is just ridiculous. Why would anyone make that? Come on,
That is
yeah,
ridiculous.
it's kind of stupid.
But these are all very ridiculous.
They're over, but some of them aren't bad.
Some of them aren't
Yeah.
awful. Writer's block.
Hopefully, he had some.
A writer suffering from a severe case. You know, again, this is all his most inner thoughts. Because he was like, I have writer's block on this one, so now I'm going to write about writer's block. And somehow it's going to be about a zombie
The
somewhere.
next one's going to be called Lost Notebook.
A writer suffering, a horror writer, excuse me, because zombie fancies himself some sort of horror writer. This guy thinks he's Stephen King.
yeah.
A writer suffering from a severe case of writer's block begins a series of horrific murders. Everything is like a horrific murder in an attempt to get inspiration. He also put in parentheses, possible alternate idea for number 13. So I guess there's a other movie out there for him. Let's see, what else? What else is it? The Hair of the Dog?
Oh shit! Is that about drinking?
The Hair of the Dog?
This is like
A man with a bizarre case of amnesia can only remember bits of his life when he drinks.
ooh,
That's not that bad.
it's not terrible.
It's about an alcoholic. Again, this is all zombies' most inner thoughts. It's like Zombie one night was drinking and was like thinking back to all the times about how he wanted to start a fire to grow closer with his dad. Or
Well, that's exactly what happened.
so far, I like the Bond of Fire and I like the Post Office.
I love the post office one.
Let's see what else. The Sun. A boy or man.
Oh wait, how do you spell son?
S-O-N.
Okay, because I was
Sun.
thinking the son. Yeah.
This is a thriller suspense movie. A boy born with unusual abilities is targeted by the forces of good and evil as he wonders if he is the son of God or Satan. I can see Shia LaBeouf taking that role.
Yeah. It's a pretty good, pretty good plot.
It's a thriller.
I'd watch that.
It's not a horror movie.
I watched that if it wasn't written by John Zombie.
The List or Death List.
Dun dun dun.
A man has gotten hold of the Grim Reaper.
How did he get home? We got in touch with him.
He's on speed dial. Hey, Grimmy old pal.
Oh, I'm sorry. A man has gotten a hold of the Grim Reaper's list.
Oh, how to get in touch with that? How to get
That
that?
would make sense.
Now it makes a little sense.
Found on the subway.
Of people who must die in order to stop his father from dying.
Oh.
But it didn't have the same effect he intended it had to have.
What does that mean? Mass genocide?
I'm not sure. That's not that bad. We got to
A
find
lot of these are just setups.
A lot of these aren't bad at all.
Necromantic.
I think we've heard of that one before. Let's not hear it again.
Let's hear Zombie Town.
Ooh.
There's a town completely inhibited
Habited.
by
Completely inhabited.
Oh, whatever. I see your grammar here. Come on. By
My
zombies.
handwriting's terrible.
But it's not that bad. By zombies who
Horrible.
go about their daily lives as though they were still alive. So it's just about people just living.
Just normal everyday life on Staten Island.
Is that where it take place, Zombie Town?
Probably.
Does that sound like Zombie Land? Is that Zombie Land?
I would think that's Zombie Land.
Is that your favorite movie?
I enjoy it.
No.
Let's see. Let's give me one. Give me one good one.
Give me one more.
This is Boys Night Out.
Oh, all right.
All right. Boys Night Out. This is something you're familiar with.
Yeah. Boys Night Out. I stay home and everyone else
leaves.
Yeah, I stay home and the boys go out.
Let's hear this. An adolescent boy. Still saddened by the recent loss of his father. These all have some sort of sad undertone.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly,
it was a very sad. It was a much sadder moment in my life.
slowly warms to his his mother's new boyfriend. That is until the new boyfriend takes him for a boys' night out, and the young boy discovers what a nightmare his possible new dad really is.
This sounds like gay.
I hadn't really thought this one out, obviously.
I don't even.
It sounds like gay training day.
It's not even that bad.
It's gaining.
It might be a domestic disturbance.
Yeah, I like that one. I think we read that one the last time, though.
Could have.
The father was played by Jeffrey Epstein.
Hey, write in.
Roasters.
Oh, God.
This seems like
This is a fairly new one.
I think this. I was going to say this seems very new. These are all the new ones. I'm going to read the next new. They're all comedies, by the way.
Oh.
A group of
Get a little Harold Ramis over here.
a group of comedian friends set out to be the best comedy roasters in the business. What the fuck? What kind of plot line is that?
I don't know.
There's no plot to that movie.
Is that it?
It's just the idea that I just wrote the idea down. I didn't flesh it out.
Zombie was like thinking of Jerry and
James Pontello.
Like, we're going to set out to be the best roasters. Okay.
That's it?
That's it. That's the only movie. I got two more. All right, two more.
What's the next one?
Living Impaired.
Oh, Jesus. I know what this means.
Zombies.
I know what this is based on.
Shocking.
And or other undead creatures try to live normal lives among ordinary humans. What type of plot?
I know what it is.
That's not the plot. That's just the idea.
Yeah, and it's called the Christian and Dororio story.
Keep in mind, like, a lot of these are just.
He doesn't.
These are just ideas. This isn't like
you don't have to explain to him.
None of them are fleshed out.
He doesn't know. He's not the writer.
I didn't like put him into like create characters or plots for any.
He's not the writer like you and I.
Gotta be mean. Oh no, this is the one. This is the one. Like it's about me and you, and like we're like, oh my god,
we know that.
You know what
oh my god, I can't believe I do that to you, zombie. It's about two guys go over some guy's house to do a podcast. And the guy sets out to kill the two of them.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
You sick bait. You should have just kept it going. I knew it was.
Yeah. And a habitual.
Oh.
I try to use big words so I sound smart.
Nice guy decides he has to become mean in order to get ahead in life.
Is ahead in one word?
I gotta be a dick.
Oh.
If I want to get anywhere in this world, I gotta be a dick.
If you want to find a dick, you got to be a dick. Am I right? Everybody?
That's right.
That's what I tell the ladies.
If you want to find dick, you gotta be an asshole. You know?
I tell the ladies out there.
Well,
all right. Back to Jeffrey Epstein, guys.
You know what? A few of them weren't even that bad.
No, all right.
No, they're terrible.
I like it.
I like the Postal one. Mm-hmm. I think that's the one we may go with.
I will see. I'll listen back, and in a few weeks, months, we'll come up with. We'll do another necromantic.
And you'll be the judge once again.
Okay.
He didn't judge the last time.
I mean, he'll have more of it. He'll have more input.
You'll have more input in this one.
Being a judge, I don't. He's not. He's just a writer.
Well, let's Sal judge, and we'll just have everybody talk.
He ain't judging. He's going to participate.
Who was the best actor you thought that last time?
I don't even remember.
I got to pay.
Don't remember. How far are we in?
We're at 52.
You want to just send it? We got to get to the city.
Yeah, I know. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
The shitty.
You
Okay.
got to get to the
Dual
shitty?
plugs. Dual plugs.
Dual plugs.
I'm going to plug my asshole.
No, seriously, I want to plug MuscleFest.
MuscleFest during the Staten Island Comedy Festival. That will be September 14th.
Seriously, if you are a listener, right?
Yeah.
I know we have listeners. I know you're out there.
They're out
I
there.
apologize.
September 14th, if you come to MuscleFest, I'll say hello to you.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I want people. I really do. Every week I'm going to plug.
I'll wave from you. I'll wave at you from across the room.
Come to this show.
Right.
Come to MuscleFest at Rusty's. Where is it?
What do you mean?
What's the address?
Oh, I don't know.
817 Forest or something like that?
817 Forest.
All right, whatever. If you are listening, I know the people that listen. If you are listening to the show, come to MuscleFest. Muscle Fest. That's not what happens there. It's a lot harder.
That's what it kinda sounds like.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound like that.
Well,
it sounds like Muscle Fest. Muscle Fest. It doesn't sound like that at all.
Sounds like a bunch of.
No, it's not retarded. It's why do you think it's retarded? It's awesome. It's a gathering of men.
Yeah.
Right at the end of one of the things we go, amen.
So it's,
men,
a, gay, so
men.
it's a gay show?
No, it's not gay.
It's a gay, straight show,
It's
right?
a fucking. It's like no. It's a gathering.
That's pretty gay to me.
It's a gathering of men, and I should have said women too. I don't want to.
Gigolos and gigolettes.
Yeah, it's a
Lesbians
fucking,
don't count.
It is on. It's on the ground level of the gathering of the Juggalos. It's a gathering. It's a gathering of the world's biggest bicep enthusiasts. So come down to this show I'm telling you, so September 14th. September 14th, 10 p.m.
after 9/11.
10 p.m. at Rusty's. Come down to this show.
Also, during the Fifth Borough Comedy Festival, we're going to have something called the Naya Living Room. That's a private address.
Yeah, you're not allowed to come down to that.
So if you're a muscle daddy, come down to that too. And we'll laugh and have a good time. We love to laugh on the show. I love to laugh.
I love to laugh.
And this piece of shit. Never doing this again. Never doing this again, OB.
Your home is important. That's why Geico helps make it easy to save on condo insurance. Because home is more than just a place. Home is where you took minimalism too far because there's only one chair in your entire condo and your only entertainment is one card. Not even a deck of cards, but a single card. And all your guests have to share one plate and one fork, but you're convinced that less stuff means more freedom. The Geico Insurance Agency could help protect the overly minimalist broom closet you call home. Call Geico and see how easy it is to switch and save on condo insurance.
Yo, if we go to 7-Eleven right now, we can be back in time for the game.
I don't know, man. I don't want to miss kickoff.
Okay, but Red Bulls are 2 for $5 right now when I use my 7-Eleven app.
Dude, but kickoff.
But how are we going to stay on top of our game while watching this game if we're not on that 7-Eleven game?
I don't know how.
Keep up, dude. 2 for $5 Red Bull with my 7-Eleven app.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, I'm feeling you now.
Thank you.
7-Eleven. Be game day ready. Plus tax where applicable. Valid at participating locations.